Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you are returning. So today I do have a video where I'm going to be testing all the new makeup that I have. There's quite a bit, but there are a few products that I am missing, so let's just go ahead and jump into the video. So to start off, I do want to prep my lips. I have this Morphe 2 Prep Polish Lip Scrub. My lips have been feeling so dry lately. This is in Sweet Lips, by the way, so it looks very, very smooth. So once you break that smooth layer, there is a layer where the scrub really starts. And then I have this that I want to test out as well. This is a lip scrubber from the dollar store. So I'm just going to use this to help apply that lip scrub. I'm going to go ahead and wipe this off. Okay, so I really like these two together. I prefer a lip scrub in a stick form like this. Like, I absolutely love the e.l.f. one. So these two together absolutely killed it. And this was only $1. So definitely recommend. Because we now prepped our lips, let's go ahead and lock that in. Let's go ahead and use a lip oil. This is the ColourPop Luxe. This is Blossom Out. And that is what that lip oil looks like. So pretty and glossy. And it just feels so good and hydrating on my lips. So now let's go ahead and start with primer. And I have this Winky Lux. This is the Cooling and Priming Gel Hydrator. So I am going to go ahead and test this. I'm just going to go ahead and apply it over here and on my forehead. I will say it is like a very nice jelly texture. I mean, it is a gel primer. It feels so thin on the skin and it feels really moisturizing. So we'll see how this does as a primer. It does not really have a smell. However, it does smell very clean. There is a like distinct smell to it. Alrighty, so my skin is prepped. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my eyes today, which is quite a bit different. So we're going to start with the Fenty Beauty. This is the Invisipink Pro Filter Eyeshadow Primer. And I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to each eye. And I'm just going to take that and dab it in with my finger. I'm going to go into the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Setting Powder. And I'm going to go into this AOA Studio. This is an E125 brush and just use this to set my lids. For my palette today, I'm going to go into the Huda Beauty. This is the Amethyst Obsessions from Huda Beauty. And up top is a mirror, and then this is the palette. And I've already swatched some of these, but these shimmers are so freaking gorgeous. So to start off, I'm going to go into this shade right here. And I'm going to take this on the Moda shader brush from their Smoke collection. And I'm just going to pick some up and tap this off. And I'm just going to start to apply this in my crease. And I'm not really going to pull it up too much. I'm going to let the brush do that all on its own. And I'm just going to work on blending this in. This is a lot lighter than I thought it would be. And I'm slowly going to, with the excess, blend this upwards. Just to get a nice diffused color. Just like so. And that is going to be my base start color. It is very light, so we're going to build it up. And I'm going to go in with one more layer. And just see how much we can get this pigment on there. See if we can just get it a little bit more opaque instead of so sheer. And that definitely did seem to help it. So very cute. Just like so. So I'm going to do the other eye. I'll be right back. So I feel like these are definitely more of a pack it on and then work on blending the edges. We can see it's definitely helping. Oh yeah, so definitely tap these on and then blend the edges. Is going to be the way to go. And here, since we're doing our eyes first, you can be as messy as you want because you can wipe away whatever doesn't work out. Next up, I'm going to go into this Glimmier brush. There's no name on it, but it's the ones from BoxyCharm with the hearts that float in it. I'm going to go into this top shade right here. And I'm just going to keep this one more in my crease. I just want a little bit of depth. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do because it's not much different from that first color. Lastly, I'm going to take this Fenty Beauty brush. This is the 230 blending brush. And I'm going to go into this real dark purple right here in the middle. And this I'm really going to use to deepen everything. I want to keep it really, really low and really blended. And this is a nice little berry color right here. So that just helped to darken the eye up. So this is what my eyes are looking like so far. I do want to use a shimmer on here. So I'm going to take the water spray from Smashbox. This is the priming water. And this Moda brush, this is their Filbert. I think I want this deeper purple. So I'm going to pick that up on the brush. This did pick it up nicely. So before I wet it, I just want to see how this would apply. With the brush, it's not bad, but it's could be better, I would think. So I dip back into it and I'm just going to spray it. I can spray the brush, and then I'm going to try applying that now. Oh yeah, definitely a lot better. It comes out more of a foiled. So that is what that one is looking like. And I'm gonna go back into that Fenty brush and kind of blend the edges together. I have hooded eyes anyways, so my eyes tend to do this naturally. So I never really care that much to do this. However, that already made it just look better. And I didn't have any fallout originally, but the shimmer shade definitely has fallout. I'm going to repeat the same thing on the other eye and I'll be right back. Okay, so that is the eyeshadow right there. I am going to go ahead and wipe off the fallout and everything, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and move into foundation because we already primed our skin. I do not have a new foundation, but I really want to reuse this ABH one. This is the Luminous Foundation in 140N. I really like the way this applied. It was a little bit too dark for my skin. I will link the video where I tested this originally and let you know, but yeah, I'm just gonna apply this real quick. To apply this, I'm going to use this skin hugging foundation brush from IT Cosmetics and this sponge from Huda Beauty. I'll do half and half and see the difference. And I did take 3 pumps. So let's start with the brush side, and that is what it is looking like. I'm going to do the brush on this side and the beauty blender on this side. This brush I was really skeptical of using because it is so fluffy, and I tend to like my foundation brushes a bit more dense because I feel like it doesn't eat up my product as much. This brush is just spreading it around like there is no tomorrow. It's not really seeming to eat it. I haven't dipped back yet, so that's a good sign. Alright, I'm gonna dip in my second one for the forehead. This is what that half with the brush is looking like. I wouldn't say this is my favorite. I use 3 pumps and there's barely anything left on my hand. Normally I do 3 pumps. It covers my whole face, my neck, and then I have a little bit extra. So I don't know. I feel like this would be really good for like a cream blush because it is a bit more sparse in brushes. So I'm going to reapply. We'll do 3 pumps just to make it even. For my sponge today, I'm going to use this Huda Beauty The Basics B sponge. I'm going to go ahead and get it wet real quick and I'll be right back. I'm going to take the flat side of the sponge, and I did wet it already. And I'm just going to start applying it on this side of my face. My mirror is over here, so this is a little bit more awkward. I do see a bit of streaking on the other side where I used the brush. Okay, so this is what the 2 sides half and half is looking like. This was the Huda sponge side and this is the IT Cosmetics brush side. Kind of depends on your preference. I personally don't like this brush for foundation. It's a bit too sparse for me. I felt like it ate up all my product, and it is still a bit streaky, especially right here. So I'm going to go back over it with the sponge to fill it out. And that one was a bit more sheared out than the blender side, which I did expect. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this side out really quick. Oh, and then with the blender side, I still have a whole little pile left. Whereas the brush side, I had none left. For my concealer, I'm going to go into this Cover FX Power Play Concealer. This is an Enlight 1. And this isn't another new one. So I'm just going to apply this with the sponge. And I'm going to set it with the Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder. And I'll be right back. I did test out the Sonia Kasha brush. I believe this is the 10. This is their powder brush. And I used the FARAH brush. This is their fluffy highlighter brush for under my eyes because I really like the shape of it. I felt like it got in there very well. So now that I look like a ghost, let's go into a bronzer. And the newest one I have is Winky Lux. This I used in my last one, and this is in Mocha. So if you want something that's gonna smell like coffee or Dunkin' Donuts, this is the one for you. This is the FARH. This is the Chisel Contour in 610F. And I am just gonna use this to apply it. I'm not really sure this is for me, so that's why I'm kind of giving it a second chance in this video, because my problem's not with really the product itself. It is with the smell of it. It is just so strong, and you go around smelling like coffee all day. So I'm sure someone who loves coffee would love this, but I just personally don't even like the smell of coffee. Okay, so this is what that bronzer is looking like. I unfortunately think this one's gonna have to go for my collection. It just smells so strong and I cannot get past the smell of it. So I'm going to pass this on to someone who I know loves coffee. Next up is blush. I have this Sweet and Shimmer blush palette. This is from Ulta. So for this, I'm actually going to mix the 2 colors together to get one shade. This is very dusty, so definitely tap off the extra. And I'm just going to start applying this. This smells, I don't really know how to describe it. But you know when you're a kid and you start to get into real makeup, but it's not real makeup? It kind of smells like that. Like it's not fully kids makeup, but it's not fully adult makeup. So this is what that blush is looking like. It's very soft and pretty. I'm actually really surprised. Let's move into highlighter. I have this Rach Loves Pixie palette. I have this brush from Sonia. This is a fan brush. And I'm just going to go into the shade Lace and keep it really simple and nude, because I have a lot going on my face. That is intense. This is so pretty and so blinding. I mean, I expected nothing less, but this is, I think, my first time using an actual Pixie product. So far it is a great experience. And then down my nose. Alright, so now I am looking like a glowy highlighter. This looks so pretty and so glossy. I absolutely love it so much. So let's go ahead into lips. I'm going to do a crazy lip, but it'll probably end up coming off. But I just want to play with these. This is the Luxe Liner in Scorpio from Juvia's Place. And I'm just going to line my lips and I'll be right back. I have no complaints about that lip liner. It went on like butter. I'm going to go into Petty Betty and try this as a lip color with it. But I don't think this is going to work the way I want it to. So the lip combo itself I actually really like together. With this look though, not so much. So I'm going to take it off. But the two lips together I actually kind of really like. I'm gonna go pretty basic with my gloss and use Juvia's Place. This is Sophisticated. Okay, so this is the lip I think I'm gonna go with just because I really don't want to play with my lips anymore. So I'm going to finish my lower lash line with this Huda palette. I'm pretty much going to repeat what I did on the top to the bottom, so I'll be right back. Okay, so this is what the bottom lash line looks like. For mascara, I'm going to go into this Bad Gal Bang mascara from Benefit. I got the sample size to try it out. I remember I had this a few years ago and it just wasn't my type of lash, but things have changed, so I want to give it another shot. And I'm going to go ahead and apply this. Okay, so I don't think it's really the mascara that I mind. I think it's more of the applicator I didn't like. Yeah, I want to say it's just the applicator I don't like. Alrighty, that is what that mascara looks like with one coat. It does feel really heavy and it felt a bit drier, like a goopier foundation rather than one that's more wet. I have to say it's the applicator I don't like. It is really flimsy and just kind of wiggles everywhere. So whenever you push up, it kind of falls down. I like my applicators to be a bit more snug and straight. So that way whenever I'm going with it, it goes with it and not with the lashes. So if I'm pushing up, I want my applicator to go up, not down with the lashes as I'm pushing, if that makes any sense. I don't have any new brow products, so I'm going to use this one from Oma, and this is in the shade 5, their brow gel, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, my brows are having a day, so they are a Hot Mess Express. I'm just going to try this clear gloss. This is Disco Fever from Juvia's Place. Okay, I like this so much better. So that is going to be it from me today. This is full face testing new to me products. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below. I post every Monday and Friday, so I'd love to see you there. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye guys.